Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Dee and I am Katie Kriya on YouTube and on Instagram. I cannot believe what I'm about to say next, but basically, welcome back if you are a subscriber, and that is insane. Honestly, I checked just before starting filming, and there are 90 of you, 90, who have subscribed to my channel in the last couple of weeks, and that's insane. Honestly, I was not even expecting 10 people to be interested in what I have to say about my sewing within a month. So this is beyond what I expected, to be honest. And I just want to say a massive thank you for your subscription, your comments, your likes. It really means a lot to me. And yeah, there was just so much love, especially on my Stitch Festival video, that I just wanted to say a massive thank you. I also discovered other vloggers. It's been amazing, honestly. I still cannot believe it. My husband, he was forced to subscribe to my channel, to be completely transparent. He was my first subscriber, and I'm gutted because I can't make that joke anymore, which I made in my previous videos about him being my only subscriber. But yeah, no, I just wanted to say a massive thank you again, honestly. Yeah, I'm just so happy that you're interested in my content, really, and even more happy that I can meet other people who also sew, and other vloggers. That's the whole reason I started this channel, because I don't have anyone near me who sews, and it's just so nice to read your comments, to discover your channels when you have one. Yeah, I'm just loving this. It's amazing. So I'm going to make this little video about my birthday fabric haul. So that'll be the first part of the video where I will be showing you my orders that I placed on a couple of websites. So that will be the first part of the video, like I said. The second part, I will basically be rambling about fabric buying in general. So I think most of you just want to see the fabrics, so let's start with the fabrics. I'm going to be looking down at my phone just so that I can remember what is what, basically, because I've obviously forgotten. My birthday was last month. It was at the beginning of March, so I have forgotten what these fabrics are. So yeah, it's a good thing that I actually wrote everything down. I also will be talking about what patterns I would love to sew with these fabrics. I have a few ideas for some of these fabrics, and for some of them I'm a bit like, can you help out? Basically. I just think this is one amazing thing about YouTube, is that instead of asking my husband, who knows nothing about sewing and who would much rather speak about anything else, I can ask you guys if I'm not sure about anything, and that is brilliant. There are 90 of you who can help me out, and that is just priceless. So again, thank you. So I'm going to start with my pan fabrics order. And before I start, I just want to say I am trying very hard, and I will talk about this in more details in the second part of this video. I am trying really hard to use patterns from my stash and fabric from my stash. I mean, in this instance, obviously, it's just the patterns because I bought all these lovely fabrics that I don't need. But I'm really trying really hard to use the patterns I have in my stash. So I will talk about patterns that I already have and patterns that I will need to buy if I were to go for them, basically. But I'm going to try and stick to whatever I already have, because this is the spirit for 2024. So the first fabric I want to talk to you about is a linen viscose. Sorry about the police car again. As you can see, I live in a very busy area. So unfortunately, this one is now sold out, but it is beautiful. It's this lovely, I think they call it cream and turquoise. I know how to say that in French. I'm not sure in English. Tartan. I'm sure you're laughing at some of my pronunciation, but that's the whole point. That's the thing when you speak French. When French is your first language, sometimes I just make everyone laugh, basically. But I'm very happy to do so. So this is a lovely cream and turquoise fabric that I think it's very pretty. So as I said, unfortunately, it has sold out on the Pan Fabrics website. And the reason why I really wanted this fabric is because I actually sew. So on Pan Fabrics, you can actually see some of the makes other sewists have made, and basically you can upload pictures of your own makes with the fabric. I've done that a few times actually, because you get points, and then you can use those points towards a voucher to get like £5, £7, £10. I think I'm very near to get a £10 voucher. Excuse me. So this is absolutely beautiful as a dress, because I saw a beautiful dress that someone had made that reminded me of the Everyday Dress by the New Craft House. So I'm going to show you some pictures of this pattern. It is a gorgeous pattern. I really, really like it. I've seen a few versions on Instagram. I think it's a gorgeous dress, and I think it would look really, really nice with this fabric. I think that would be really, really pretty as as the everyday dress. So I'm showing you pictures as I'm speaking. I definitely think that this is a very good candidate for this fabric. It would be a lovely, just a lovely project in this fabric. The other pattern I was thinking I could use is the, I think you would say the IB. Would you say the IB dress in English? Anyway, I'm going to call it the IB dress by Pauline and Alice Pattern. So they're French, definitely a French company, but I think all their patterns are in English. No, I think you can have them in French and English actually. So it's the IB dress. It's beautiful. It's so, so pretty. I'm going to show you pictures again. There are, I think, 3 or 4 different versions you can make with just one pattern, and I think this is such a good value for money. I'll show you a few of those versions, and I think they are absolutely gorgeous. One of them reminds me of the everyday dress, but I also really like the one with the collar. Sorry about this. So that's my second option. My last option for this fabric is a fibre moon pattern, which is basically the one on the cover of the number 22 of February 22. I think they got that wrong. I think it's February 23. I'm pretty sure this is the one from February 23. Yeah, definitely February 23, because I had a subscription with Fibermoon for the whole year last year, basically. So they must have had a printing issue, sorry. So this is a lovely dress. It's the Judy dress, and I'm sure you've seen it everywhere on Instagram. I'm going to show you the pictures inside the magazine if you don't know this pattern. It is lovely. I think it's a really nice dress, which reminds me of the everyday dress as well. The thing I don't particularly like in this pattern is where the bodice ends and how it's like bending towards your sides. I'm not a massive fan of that, which is why I think I prefer the everyday dress. But I already have the Judy dress pattern in my stash, as you can see. I do like this version here because I think the way the bodice hangs on her is a bit higher, and I think that is a lot nicer. So that's the other version in this fabric. Like I've done in my previous fibre mood projects, I need to choose a size that is below my standard size, what I would normally go for. But yeah, I think this version is really nice. I'm not a massive fan of the yellow version because I find that it's too low on her. But yeah, I just need to think about this because I do love the everyday dress. I think that the everyday dress or the IB dress are probably before the Judy dress, which is really annoying because I already have this pattern, but that's the problem. That is the problem. Now, I could also hack this pattern a little bit. I could also look for other sewists who might have hacked the pattern and who also didn't like the way the bodice falls on you. So that's probably something I'm also going to do. But I'll just compare them 3 and just decide closer to the time which one I'm going to go for. And you will definitely know because I'm going to do my best to show you everything I sew. The next fabric I got from Pan Fabrics. I only got 2 fabrics for myself on Pan Fabrics. Is this a lovely, lovely crepe fabric? Yeah, it's definitely crepe fabric. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this drape. Oh, it's so drapey. It is so beautiful. So it's white and yellow daisies on a mint background. Yeah, that's how it's called. They still have some on the Pound Fabrics website. Yes, they definitely have some. I did check this afternoon. Um, I'm not sure when this video will be on my YouTube channel. I really hope you still have some. It was only £2.75 a metre when I bought it, and I got 5 metres as well. And it is so beautiful, so gorgeous, so drapey. I love it. I love it so, so much. It's so gorgeous. And I think it would look really nice with my skin complexion for some reason. I don't know why, but I think it's such a gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. I love it. The pattern I have in mind for this fabric is, once again, I'm saying once again, I'm referring to my make. It is a French pattern, and unfortunately, this time it has not been translated in English. But the Mabel dress from Tilly and the Button, which I'm going to show you pictures of, is very similar to the French pattern I'm going to make out of this fabric. So I'm just going to put you some pictures of the Mabel dress, which I almost picked at the Tilly and the Button stand at the Stitch Festival, and then I changed my mind and I went for the Lyra dress. And the reason is that I already had a French pattern that looked very, very similar to the Tilly and the Button's Mabel dress. I was very proud of myself for remembering that, because that's something I do all the time. But yeah, I'm showing you this dress because if you really like the French pattern, then you can use this pattern. I'm trying to make it relevant for you guys, basically. So the French pattern is this one here. The name of the patent company is Atelier Bernie. Sorry, I need to say that in French. I am mentioning it, and I'm putting the website in the description box below, because she also has patterns in English. So if you like this pattern and you like her style, you might be able to find, I think there's about 4 or 5 patterns that are in English. I love this dress. I think it's so beautiful. I absolutely love it. And I think it would look amazing in this fabric. I think this is going to be a stunning make. I just have a feeling that it's going to be so pretty. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. So I am very excited, and that's why I'm going to make a wearable toile first. I'm definitely going to make a wearable toile, because I am not basically getting it wrong with this fabric. That is not an option. That is not happening. So just to make sure the sizing is the right one, and I understand all the steps to make the dress, and I can get it wrong, basically, I will use another, I think it's a viscose fabric I've chosen, and I will show you the toile that I will make out of this fabric. I will probably go for the short version of the dress, because yeah, I just think it would look nicer in that particular fabric. So I'll keep that as a little surprise for you. For probably my next videos will be about that. Not the next one, the one after that. I can't remember now. But anyway, you will see this wearable toile. I never sew actual toiles that you don't wear outside, or if I do, it's like just one part of the pattern. I don't finish the make, like I just do the bodice or the bottom, depending on which part of the pattern I'm not sure about. If I'm going to sew the entire garment, it has to be in a fabric that I don't necessarily love, but I could wear outside of my house, because ain't nobody got time for that. I'm not sewing for hours to like not wear the make. This is not happening. Never, ever. So I cannot wait to make this pattern. I really hope that it turns out lovely. So that was for my Pound Fabrics order. I'm now going to talk about my Rainbow Fabrics order. So again, I'm going to put the website below, so you can have a look at their fabrics. They have lovely fabrics as well. I find that the selection is not as big as Pound Fabrics. I think you have a lot more choice on Pound Fabrics, but Rainbow Fabrics sometimes has very, very nice fabrics, I have to say that. So the first fabric I'm going to talk to you about is this lovely, so all 3 of them are cotton fabrics. This absolutely gorgeous gingham fabric with this lovely, lovely yellow squares. It's just so pretty. It is so beautiful. I love it. And I am definitely making a shirred dress with this fabric. And now I'm just realizing that I don't have a fabric I can use as a wearable toile for this particular project, but I'm sure I can find really cheap cotton fabric down my road. I'm very lucky to have a weekly market with a lovely, actually, a couple of lovely men who sell dead stock fabrics, and sometimes they have really, really cheap um, deals. They have amazing fabrics as well. Honestly, I'm just so lucky, and that's why I very rarely go down that street, because I can never control myself. So very, very rarely I will down that street on a market day, basically. Worst case scenario, I can first of all check my stash. Very important. Before I say I don't have a cotton fabric I can use, maybe I can find something. Otherwise, I'll probably go on pan fabrics and get a really cheap uh, cotton fabric I could wear outside. It's lovely. I love it. So the first pattern I have in mind for this lovely dress is one from one of the sewing bee books. So they do, I believe they release a book every year for every season. I think this was season 6. Was it season 6? I cannot remember. Sorry, I can't remember. But it is the Modern Wardrobe book, which was written by Juliet User, who is one of my favourite winners of the Sewing Bee. I absolutely love her. And this is a nice book, actually. There's a couple of patterns I definitely want to make at some point. But the one I'm going to show you is the Shirred dress, which is very, very nice. So it's this pattern here. Yeah, it is a pattern, obviously, but it's this dress here, which is lovely. I think with Shirred dresses, the pattern are very, very similar from what I've seen online anyway. It is lovely. So you've got all the instructions in the book, and you have the patterns as well already printed. So you get all the patterns in a little folder that came with the book, and I think that's great because that's not always the case with sewing books. I think it's a lovely dress. I think it's really, really nice. So you get all the instructions here. There's this paper is really annoying me. There's an entire page on shirring, which is the technique, I am worried about. There's a whole page here. So this is an option. This is one of my options. The other option I have, which I prefer personally because I'm a visual learner, is a course that I bought a year or so ago. So it's a course, an online course, a sewing online course I bought from the platform Domestika. If you don't know about Domestika, definitely stop this video and go on the Domestika website. It's an app as well, so you can download it as an app. And I absolutely love this app, because you have courses on literally every single craft you can think of. And it's not only craft related, you also have things to do with courses to do with graphic design, with what else is on there? Business management. There's so many things on this platform. It's amazing. It's an online platform with so many courses. I've completed a sewing course and a knitting course, and I've absolutely loved both courses. It was just absolutely amazing. So I really, really recommend it. Both courses were very clear. The teachers were amazing. You can also see the reviews of previous students. I just really, really recommend this platform. It's great. So I basically bought a course to learn how to make a shirred dress, and that course has actually been made by the lady from By Hen London, I believe, which I had not realised until I checked this afternoon for my video. Now, I think it's going to be so helpful to see her making the dress rather than reading instructions. I know we all have different learning styles, and I'm definitely a visual learner. I love video tutorial 100%. I know some people prefer to read the instructions. I definitely like a video tutorial. I just prefer them. So this is the other option I have. So for this particular fabric, I think I have everything I need, and I will probably go for the Domestika course rather than the Sewing Bee pattern. But it is good to know that they also have this option. The next fabric I got from Rainbow Fabrics is this lovely, how is it called? I forgot what it's called. I have forgotten. Oops, sorry about this. I forgot to say that all the Rainbow Fabrics, all the fabrics from Rainbow Fabrics I'm showing you, they've all sold out, unfortunately. I am really sorry about this. I think they called it a polka dot brushed cotton. I can't remember, but it's gone anyway. So sorry about this. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I think it is such a beautiful shade of blue and green. It's gorgeous. Is it like green? Yeah, there's some green in there. I love it. I think it's really, really pretty. I got 5 meters of this, again, because I want to make either a dress or maybe a cord, but I'm not too sure what I'm going to make out of this fabric just yet. What I had in mind for this particular pattern was either the Anthea Dress by Anna Allen. Is it Anna Allen? Yeah. The Anthea Dress by Anna Allen. So I'm going to show you a picture, which I think would look really nice in this fabric. The other option for this fabric I thought could be to basically sew a top and a bottom. So have like a cord sort of thing going on. And the lovely So Beautiful reminded me about the Sabina Skirt. So when she mentioned it for my Stitch Festival fabric haul, which if you haven't seen the video, I will link somewhere up there, or if I can't manage to do it, I'll link the video down below. I thought I didn't know this pattern, so I thought, oh, let me look it up. But actually, not only I know this pattern, but I have it on my laptop. You know, this is a recurring theme here. You know, not remembering what I have in my stash because there's just too many patterns piling up on my shelf and in my laptop, basically. So I think this would look lovely in the Sabina skirt as basically the bottom of my little outfit. And then for the top, I was thinking, I'm going to show you. So I was looking through my Burda magazine. So I was also subscribed to Burda last year up to February. I think I was still receiving this magazine. I might make a video about magazine subscriptions. Maybe I will because I've got a few things to say about them. I mean, it is lovely to get that every month in the post. Fibre Moon is less, it's every month and a half or every couple of months, I can't remember. But the kind of top I was thinking would look really nice with the Sabina skirt would be, they call it in this particular Burda magazine. So this is the Burda from June 23. Oh, my ring light is a nightmare, but yeah, this is the Burda from June 23. And I think a top like this one here would be really cute with the Sabina skirt. So this is the off-the-shoulder top, and it's only one out. I can't talk anymore. Too late. I should be in bed as usual. It's only a 1 out of 4 pattern, so it should be pretty easy, even for Burda. And then the other pattern I sew, which I thought would also look very nice, and I just need to find, is this one. So a bit different, a bit longer. Obviously, I would basically tuck it into my skirt, and this is the blouse. It's called Blouse 109, and I think I love the sleeves. I think the sleeves are very pretty on this pattern, on this little top. So yeah, those two tops I think look very pretty, and actually the fabric is a bit similar to mine, but in pink on this one. I think those two tops would look lovely with the Sabina skirt. I think I have a preference for the first one, but let me know what you guys think, because I really, really need your help on this one. One thing I forgot to mention that I'm going to mention here is that I have got a French channel for anyone who's watching this video in English and who is a French speaker and interested in watching videos in French. I have got a French channel. I will link it down below, but it's also in my bio. Do you call it bio on YouTube? No idea. But yeah, I thought I would mention that on here because some of you might be interested. The videos will either be the exact same version of the English one, depending on whether it's relevant for French subscribers, or there will be one-off. I think a lot of them might be one-off. I will also do exactly the same video. I think this particular video, for example, I might try and do it in French as well. But yeah, I just thought I would mention that very briefly. I'm not too sure what I'm going to make out of this fabric, but I love it. And obviously, me being me and having no rational thinking whatsoever going on when I shop online for fabric, I got, it's not I was going to say a similar fabric, but we still have the polka dot going on. Is it polka dot? Do you call that polka dot? I don't even know. I got this other cotton fabric. Again, nothing left on the Rainbow Fabrics website, unfortunately. I actually got the last 2 meters of this fabric, so only 2 meters. And I thought it looked very pretty on the website. Not as big as a fan in real life, let's put it that way. I mean, it is still very pretty, but I was not expecting it to look the way it did. And that's the issue when you buy fabric online, basically. You never know what you're going to get. But I think it's very pretty. I think it's very cute. So what I was thinking was, if I do go for the cord outfit with the blue dot fabric, I might do the exact same top with this fabric, and then maybe do like white bottoms, whether that's a skirt or trousers. I'm not too sure, but I think it would look lovely with like a white, with like white bottoms, basically. I think that would look really nice for like a summer outfit or something. But let me know what you guys think. I think it's going to look very lovely. The other options I have for those 2 lovely fabrics, and now I'm going to have so many options that you actually are going to forget which one I've shown before. But I need your help, guys. I am confused. That's the problem. When you have too many patterns, this is what happens. Confusion. These are my big 4 patterns. I basically checked all my patterns, and there are 3 patterns that I think could look also really nice in those fabrics. So the first one is a new look pattern, which is K6678, and I really like the top. I love those sleeves, this big puffy sleeves, and I think that would look really, really nice in those fabrics. I do think that the sleeves are very, very nice, like really puffy as they are. I think that would look very pretty with a skirt or trousers. And I'm not a big fan of the trousers though. I feel like with those type of sleeves, you need like flared trousers. I don't think straight trousers is what I would go for with that top. The other top I have in mind is a simplicity pattern, which is S9452, which I think looks really beautiful. So it's a pleated top, and you've got all those different sleeves that look really, really beautiful. Sorry, I'm trying to get that close enough to you guys. But yeah, I think this pattern is beautiful. I really, really like it. And I could really see that top tucked into a skirt. I think that would look really, really lovely. Yeah, I really, really like this top. It is wider at the bottom, so it might not look as nice with a skirt under. I don't know. As I said, I would definitely tuck it under my skirt, and I could wear it with jeans. And then the last big 4 I've got to show you is the McCall's pattern, which is M8098. And it's this gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous pattern. So these trousers are amazing. So you can make them in like one fabric, or you can mix and match with a different fabric. And I think they look absolutely stunning. I think they are so, so pretty and really big at the bottom. I love them. I will make those trousers 100%. And I think those trousers with one of those tops. So I'm showing you 4 tops now, just to tell you how confused I am myself. But I think those trousers would look incredible with with those tops. I think the main difference with the trousers is that one of them is like sort of 3/4 length, and then you've got there's two other versions which are full length, and the full length version are exactly the same, but one of the version you choose a different fabric for some of the pieces. Yeah, so I think this pattern is incredible. I think it's so beautiful, so beautiful. So yeah, so that's it. I'm going to stop talking about fabrics and patterns because I think I've confused you now. I've confused myself now. I've talked about way too many patterns, but this is where I am, you know, confused.com. That's me. And I would very much appreciate your opinion in the comments below. That would really help me. And if you have another pattern in mind, please just share with everyone. You know, we're all here to help each other out. I love all the fabrics I got for my birthday. I think they're really lovely, and I cannot wait to sew them, to be honest. I mean, I have a big pile of projects I need to sew. Obviously, I'm sure we all do. But this particular fabrics, I really like them, and yeah, I cannot wait to sew them. So that was everything I wanted to tell you about my little birthday fabric haul. If you have better things to do, please go. So what I wanted to talk about in this part of my video is fabric buying in general. I feel like we all have, most of us, the same problem. We all are addicted to sewing, obviously, but we also are addicted to fabric buying. And these are two very different hobbies. Definitely agree with that. Someone said that to me one day and I just thought it was hilarious. I definitely don't think that fabric bans work. I've not seen a single vlogger who has managed to not buy any fabric for like a whole year or a few months. Oh, actually, that's a lie. I might have seen one. I cannot remember. But if I do, I will put a video in the description box. It just doesn't work. You know, I certainly know it doesn't work for me. It actually gets worse once I'm allowed to finally buy fabrics, because I just go insane because I've not been allowed to for like 2-3 months, whatever timeline I've given myself, and I just make up for the time, you know. I wasn't allowed to buy fabrics. So fabric bans don't work. That's one thing. You're going to see me looking down because I've got all my notes on my phone and I just want to share everything with you. I've decided now that whenever I have a project in mind, the first thing I need to do is check my stash, both for fabric and pattern, because it does not make any sense for me to go on the internet and buy a new fabric and a new pattern if I have that in my stash. And the reason I'm saying this is because the other day I was sorting out my PDF files on my laptop, my PDF patterns files on my laptop, and I realized that I had bought twice the same pattern. And this was a wake-up call, guys. I just realized I really need to check what I have first before buying anything, and that's what I've tried to do with this little fabric haul. So I think this is a great way to use up what we have. Like, and it sounds so simple, but I don't always think about this. You know, I don't always think about, oh, hang on, I really like this pattern. I really like the fabric they've used for this pattern. I want to do the same, but let me have a look in my stash. I might have something I also really like and I could make it in that fabric instead, or I might have a pattern that looks very similar and I can just hack that pattern. And I know this is not something that everyone likes to do or everyone knows how to do. I'm certainly learning how to do that. I've just finished a project last weekend where I actually hacked a couple of things on the pattern, but it was really error and trial, you know. But I think it's such a great skill to have, because you wouldn't need to buy all the patterns out there. You could just hack your own pattern, the pattern you already have. And that's something around Christmas time last year I really realized that I wanted to learn, because I think it's such a waste of money to buy a pattern that's very similar to what you already have. And that's just my personal opinion. And I just think it's a great skill to learn. But anyway, I can talk about this in another video. I will definitely talk about the project I made last week. 100% almost done with that one. One little app I wanted to mention that I came across on Instagram is called Stashhub. And I don't know if you heard of it, but it's a great app where you can basically have all the fabrics from your stash, all the patterns as well. And you can take a picture, file it into the app and you've got everything that you have in your stash on this app. And basically, instead of going through your stash like physically, you can just check your phone because you have everything on there. And I'm definitely going to get the Plus subscription because I think that's the one where you're not limited in terms of how many fabrics you can actually register on the app. Register, I don't know what the word is. You can add to your account on the app. So I'm definitely going to do that at some point because I need help. I mean, I need professional help. That's for sure. But I need help to like logistically handle my stash, and just that will be really helpful to stop me from buying fabrics because I will know exactly what's in my stash. I will definitely let you know about it once I go for it. So I also have been trying, and I did that during the Stitch Festival as well. I have been trying to match every single fabric I buy with a pattern, ideally from my stash, but if not, and I have to buy it, that's fine because at least the fabric will get used, you know. I just find it so frustrating to have so many fabrics in my flat that I've not sewn up and I've had for a couple of years already. It's just really frustrating. And I know there are people out there who have had fabrics in their stash for 10 years or more or longer. And I respect you. I have so much respect for you. I think it would drive me insane. But generally, those people have massive stash. I actually remember watching an interview of Rachel at Stitched Up. Her channel is called Stitched Up. If you don't know her, she is absolutely great, and I'll link her channel in the description box as well because I absolutely love her vlogs. She is amazing. I love her. In that particular interview, which was with the lady that has actually created Stashhub, I think it's called Stashchat on YouTube, and she has many interviews actually. Go and have a look. I will put the channel in the description box as well. So she's been interviewing quite a few sewing vloggers, and Rachel said in that interview, from what I recall, that she had, I think, 500 fabrics. I think it was 500. I can't remember exactly the exact number, but I do remember thinking, I'm okay. I'm all right. Not that Rachel isn't, you know, there's no right or wrong, you know, her stash is amazing. She makes videos where she is basically clearing fabrics out and sorting her fabrics out and going through her stash basically. And her stash is incredible. She has the most amazing fabrics. But yeah, when she said the number, I was just like, every time my partner is going to say, do you need more fabric? I'll basically show him the interview and I'll say, yes, I do. I do. Yeah, so this is for Stashhub basically. I'm going to try to use the patterns I have in my stash. I'm going to try to use the fabrics I have in my stash in 2024. That's what we're trying to do anyway, because my flat is not getting any bigger. The other reason why it's really good to know what pattern you're going to sew with your fabric is that you know how many meters you need. You know, that's something that kills me every single time. I am tall. I am 6 foot. You know, I'm 6 foot tall, and basically, I need more meters, more yards than most people. So what I normally do is I'll go for 5 meters because then I can do anything. You know. And at the moment, I'm really into dresses anyway. So I go for 5 meters because I can do a long dress with long sleeves with that many meters. It is a lot of meters, you know. It is a lot of meters, and it's not cheap to buy 5 meters of any given fabric. But that's why I go for cheap websites like Pound Fabrics or Rainbow Fabrics when they have good sales on. But yeah, at least you know how many meters you need for your project when you know what pattern you're going to make. The other thing I've done recently, I'm not as disciplined as I used to be, but that's a really good tip if you need like a drastic change when it comes to buying fabrics. I am basically limiting the amount of time I spend on YouTube, on Instagrams, and reading my emails because let's just be honest, this is where the temptation starts, you know. you're watching your favorite blogger and they've done this amazing make and you want to do the same, or you reading through your emails and you get all these newsletters from different fabrics websites. And I basically put all the newsletter in a different folder, so I don't get them in my inbox. They're going to the promotional inbox, I think, so I can't see them, which is great. That's what I've done. That has really, really helped, because I've noticed that every time I go in the promotions inbox, I buy fabrics. Not every time, but very often I'm very, very tempted, or I buy fabrics. So it's really good to do that. I've got all the newsletters from all the websites I've bought fabrics from going into that inbox, and it's the best tip I can give you ever. Because, yeah, then you don't see them on a weekly basis, because they have sales all the time, basically, all the time. The other thing I did that I've mentioned earlier is that obviously I have stopped my magazine subscription. So I was subscribed to Burda Style and Fibre Mood, which are great magazines. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Fibre Mood instructions are not even comparable to Burda. Burda's instructions have actually gone better. I have to say, my last, and that's the irony, my last issue had the new instructions from Burda, basically updating their magazines. So they have now very detailed, I'm saying very detailed, much more detailed instructions that they used to in the past on at least a dozen of patterns, which is great. You know, I think that's a great move from Burda. And I have 14 magazines, I think, now, and I've sewn one pattern out of those 14 magazines. And after a very, very long conversation with my poor husband, who works in finance and basically is very logical and is very much all about return on investment, he made me realise that whatever you're doing does not make any sense. And I didn't need him to tell me that. You know, I knew that, but it's different when someone else tells you. It is very different when someone else tells you. So I stopped my subscriptions for that reason. Fibre Mood, I did sew more. Fibre Mood, I sewed 3 patterns, I think. Yeah, out of 5 or 6 magazines, so a lot better. But regardless, I just thought, I'm getting so many patterns every month. You know, I think there's 30 patterns in each Burda Style magazine. So I just thought it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense, because sometimes some of the issues, there's nothing I can see myself sewing, literally nothing. And then some other issues, there's 4 or 5 I really like, or I like the entire magazine. That doesn't happen very often, but it's very difficult with magazines to know what you are going to sew. So I decided to stop them. And again, less temptation, because then you have to buy the fabric to make the pattern. So yeah, that's something I stopped. On YouTube specifically, and I'm going to be very hypocritical now because I literally just showed you some fabrics. There are days when I know I cannot watch a fabric haul video because I'm going to go and spend money. And I've learned that over the month, you know, of me scrolling on YouTube and watching videos of my favorite bloggers. There are days when I should not be watching fabric haul videos because I'm going to go and spend money. And very often it's because I had a really bad day at work, or I'm just feeling a bit low, I'm just feeling a bit down. And on those days, I just avoid YouTube completely. I just don't go on YouTube. I avoid Instagram, because I know that to sort of like compensate for my day at work or whatever I'm facing at the moment, at the time, I'm going to buy fabrics. I'm definitely going to buy fabrics. But that came with me getting to know myself a lot better, me understanding my my shopping patterns, my fabric shopping patterns. Yeah, and that really helps. That really helps me specifically. As I said, very hypocritical because this is a fabric haul video. But hey ho, who said there was anything rational about me? So yeah, this is the end of the video. I hope it won't be too long. I'm not too sure because obviously now I've got to edit this very long rambling about fabric buying. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. It was lovely to speak to you as usual. My husband is relieved because I dictate him less and less about sewing, and I think he's very much enjoying that. He's very supportive with my channel, bless him. It's very therapeutic for me as well. For some reason, I don't know why. But anyway, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope that you've enjoyed my video. If you did, you can like, you can comment, you can subscribe as well if you are new to my channel. I really hope you have an amazing week, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!